So in the last video that I just put up, we talked about the no thing meditation, based on some of it based on the concepts from Plato of mind, body, and spirit, a mind, body, and spirit connection. If you're not your body and you're not your mind, the only thing left is spirit. Okay, and as I alluded to in the last video, spirit is kind of a strange thing. Okay, very frequently today when you talk to people in America, this is my frame of reference, what's the difference between soul and spirit? They go, well, it's all the same damn thing. In the Western tradition, Egypt, Old Testament Israel, and New Testament with the Greek language, there is a difference made between soul and spirit. I'm not going to comment on the Eastern schools. They have their own classifications, but I've been primarily a Western mystic, and I found it very useful within the Western traditions. The word for soul in the Egyptian was the Ba, and the spirit was known as the Ka. And they actually had a separation. They actually broke the whole thing up into 5 different parts, and it gets kind of complex. But for this talk, it is important to know that there was a delineation between soul and spirit. In the Hebrew Old Testament, the word for soul, as used in Genesis or Bereshit, is Naphesh. Okay, every living soul, every living Naphesh, and it's frequently associated with the soul. The word for spirit, also used in Genesis 1:1, is Ruach, the Spirit of God, the Ruach Elohim, fluttered over the surface of the waters. Okay, so in the Old Testament and in Egypt, there was a difference between the soul and the spirit. In the New Testament, when Mary finds out that she's with child by the Holy Spirit, she says, she makes a delineation between her soul and she's magnifying in her spirit. The Greek word used in the New Testament for soul is Psuche with a P, so it's, Psuche, but the P is silent. It's where we get the word psyche. And psyche for us is usually thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings in cognitive behavioral therapy are part of the loop. Thoughts lead to feelings, okay? I always make the important distinction that thoughts and feelings are not reality. They are real that you're having them, but they're not necessarily representative of reality. The word for spirit is Pneuma, with a P, which is silent in English, and we get pneumatics, like a pneumatic drill, an air drill. So in both Hebrew and in Greek, there's a difference between soul and spirit. It is important to see that Psuche, soul, is thoughts and feelings, okay? So when you see the guy in the white suit on TV with the big coiffed hair and he's slapping somebody upside the forehead, and I'm so filled with the spirit, brother. No, you're not. You're filled with soul, okay? You're filled with emotion. Emotion is not spirit. Emotion is of the body, okay? So for our context, spirit is going to be consciousness separate from thoughts and feelings. And that's the meditation that I'm teaching you. I'm not my body, I'm not my mind. When thoughts do come in, what you want to do is move them off to the side and go blank. You're only going to be able to go blank for about a split second, all right? Or maybe 2 or 3 verses of I'm not my body, not my mind, and then your monkey mind is going to start again, okay? But the important thing to do is get control over the thoughts and the feelings. Then they don't control you, but you want to be awake. So awake, but not thinking or feeling about it. Easier said than done, as so many things in life are, okay? But I think this is an important distinction. So the atheists that I work with are usually entirely comfortable with this idea. I say, just look at this as a machine. This is hardware, and this is software, okay? And what we're doing is calming everything down. And when we look at it in this context, we become an organism, and then there's a consciousness separate that's encased in this material, okay? And that will lead us to a whole nother discussion, which will probably cause a lot of problems, but we'll get into it.